Boom, boom, doo doo doo, boom, 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 doo doo doo. Saying that much. I can see clearly. Rain has gone away. Oh, yeah, the sun. Boom, boom, doo doo, boom, 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 doo doo, doo, doo doo, doo doo doo, doo, doo doo, doo
Hey
doo
ho,
doo.
hey ho.
Shit, what they talking about? They talking about now. What they talking about? They talking about now. What they talking about? They talking about now.
Who that? You got singing?
Yeah.
I can't hear you on the live clear as day.
Yup. Everybody else probably hearing me. They like, who is that singing?
Let me see if I can get you on my.
Yo, why is in there this expensive?
Dot.
You.
Holy crap! Did I just do it?
Then don't touch nothing.
Holy crap! Dot. Did I just figure that?
Make sure you save your
Oh.
process. Save your progress, Chief.
Oh.
Do, 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 do,
I
do,
got it. Dot. I
do.
got it. Dot. We're good. We're good. Dot.
Oh, did you finally figure it out?
No, but it's working.
You just pressed a couple buttons. It worked.
I don't know what I did, but I mean, I still can't hear myself on the playback, like from OBS, but I can hear myself on live, so that's fine.
All right.
That's fine. All right, appreciate it.
Yep.
Um, oh my god, that was like the worst time. Oh my god, dude, I just had the worst time, bruh. The worst time. Um, hold on, I'm gonna make sure I can hear myself back while I'm doing this, cause like, bro, that when I say a headache, when I say a goddamn headache, and I'm still gaming tonight too. Um, oh my god, oh my god, you want to talk about a headache, gang? A headache, bro. And I don't remember when I. First of all, welcome back to another episode of the EDC Podcast. I'm Ian Don't Care, also known as I'm Ian Dunlap, also known as E Don't Care. Ian Dunlap, also known as E Don't Care. Sorry, let me get into the microphone with y'all. If I don't remember when I did the last John like this with Mike, but oh my god, bro, I just went through hell trying to get this popping for a second, and it just killed me. It just killed my whole vibe, my entire vibe. I don't think what you call this on. Oh my god, oh my god, yo. Maybe it was just on FaceTime with me for like a solid hour. It's 10:21. It's a late night, John. It's a late night, John. It's a late night, John. Kick your feet up. You mean? Kick your feet up. It's after dark. It's EDC podcast after dark. I mean, man, y'all see, I don't know. It's probably gonna be regular time, but for me, this big league, this big league. I ain't getting on podcast this week, and I don't know how long. I think the latest I got on podcast. Matter of fact, I think the first joint I did, the first EDC podcast I did, was a late night joint because it was right after me. It was right after me and Satiric got finished binging. What's it called? Love Is Blind. When they cooked my man Cole. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to his manhood. They trample on that man unnecessarily too. It was unnecessary the way they bodied that man. But no man, yeah, that just stressed me out for a whole minute, bro. I still don't know how I got it working. I don't think, and I'm willing to let go of the fact that yeah, I couldn't hear myself when I was FaceTiming with Mike. Maybe I just let it slide because it was just me and Mike on FaceTime, whatever. But like, super nutty, yo, super nutty. Let me see if this girl trying to still do this, John, because it is dumb late. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't blame her if she was like this. I wouldn't blame her if she was like this. If she was like Nizzy Strauss, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it no more. Hopefully that's not the case, but you know. But you know, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Hold on, I'm trying to hear. I'm trying to hear as much of this playback as I can. Oh my god. Oh, maybe that's why it keeps shutting down because that's not the joint that I did or that I'm still on right now. God damn it. Come on now. Come on now. Now what if I switched off? Like I gave him this. Okay. There we go. There we go. What's going on, though, people? What's going on, people? I'm pulling up my chat on my Mac so I can see what's going on. But other than that, I'm not muting shit. This joint has been giving me hell to get through, bro. Hell. I'm giving her grace because I drawed on myself. I drawed, bro. Oh my god. First of all, I had to. Well, it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on, man. I had to do some daddy stuff. I had to watch the baby because the baby's getting christened on Sunday. Satira wanted to go get the baby a cake, you know. So she went to go get her cake for the christening. Well, get us a cake for her christening. You know, the baby ain't gonna eat no cake. You know, saying like it's her first birthday or something like that. So she went to go do that. So I was on baby duty, on daddy duty, I should say, after work, and then same time I was you know, basically I had to get in touch with the pool. It's about that time. We trying to get in on this pool, man. It's summertime. It's summertime. I didn't forget to hit record, by the way. Appreciate whoever looking at for your boy. I did not forget to hit record. So we're gonna be recording. We're gonna be recording in these streets. You hear me? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? So we getting active on it. I did not forget to hit record. My fault. I'm doing so many things right now because like, when I tell you, bro, like people always talk about like, oh, you start a business and stuff. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to do that and all this blah blah. That's cool and all. But you starting a business. You starting to get some cheese, whatever the case is. I'm doing this for the love of the game. I got to be my own producer. I got to be my own tech. I got to be my own engineer. I gotta cut through all this stuff. Like whoever creates content, they can tell you, bro. It's nasty business, bro. It's nasty business, bro. Like it's to the point where it's like for the love of the game too. For the love of the game too. The love of the game. No pay. No pay. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy doing this, but for the love of the game, god damn it. You mean I ain't even eat dinner? I miss my dinner. I miss my dinner minute. You mean? just to figure this out. You know what happened? I ended up just stripping everything down and going, you know what? I'm just gonna go through, strip everything down. We start from scratch. I don't even know what settings I got involved right now. I think everything going through my headphones, and I'm just leaving it up to God. I'm checking back just to make sure the track coming through, but like not the track, but make sure the signal coming through. But I have no idea how this is gonna sound. It's kind of daunting because you know, it is. I'm still trying to figure out if Britannia's getting on or not. Oh my god. Ooh. I cut off my only playback. My only playback right now is through my I got my JBL under these headphones. That's my only playback at the moment. So I'm keeping it close by. Close by. Let's go through though and see what we working with. Cause I don't really think nothing been going. I don't really think honestly this has been a slow, calm news week. Like I don't really think a lot been going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too much been going crazy out here. You got the Celtics. Did they get? I don't even know if they got taken out yet or if they on their way out. But damn it, the Celtics they tell them they little greatness. Let me tell you, because everybody was talking about like how they ain't even gonna stick around. Like the same team ain't gonna stick around after JT injury. You know, which sucks because they was a really good team, and that kind of hurt. Honestly, I don't care nothing about no basketball teams. With my team going what we going through, you know, Joel out with surgery. Nobody really appreciate or nobody really cares for how he did his my fault. Nobody really cares for how he treated his off season, playing in the Olympics, knowing he was hurt, all that other stuff, and it was like it's kind of nutty. He came back, and we built the team around him. Well, not really. I mean, like, listen, we got some players. We got players around him that made it very annoying to the shit like piss off this season. Like you had Tyrese Maxey coming in full effect. You just gave him his cheese, deservingly so. Give him his cheese. You got Tyrese Maxey coming in. You got PG coming in, who is like, and I honestly, after the years of non-talent having as teams the Sixers have put together, and no shade or anything to anybody, but we went through like the Michael Carter Williams phase, the what's my man name? I don't remember. Jahlil Okafor phase. They tried to push Nerlens Noel on us for a little bit. We got Joel, but you know Joel set out those 2 years, so even at that time it was just pushing Nerlens, Jahlil, Michael Carter Williams. There was one hot second where they was heavy on TJ McConnell. He's the heart and soul of this team. We gotta push. Like, that's when we was thinking for real. Before that, you had Lou Will. They brought AI back for the farewell. You got they had Iggy and all them here. Evan Turner, all them boys. Thaddeus Young, and it was just like, bro, it was just mediocre after mediocre team. Ever since AI left, it was just mediocre, trash, bum, mediocre, trash, bum. Then, like I said, we went through the big man phase, Michael Carter Williams phase. So all that lacking talent on teams and everything, and then they came in on some like Joel came in. Joel was a spark for us to where it was just like, finally we have some talent, and he's a big, and we got some talent. Joel Embiid. That's how I felt watching him in his workout videos. Pump fake, one dribble. I'm yamming on everybody. I'm that skilled. I'm that dominant. then then we go through those, like, his first few years of actually being a good player, injury driven or injury ridden, I should say. Um, then there was, he still got to learn as a player, like what it means to want to win, what it means to want to be a good player, But he's dominant. He's a dominant player, but he still got to learn these things. He's still growing up in the game, basically. Like, he came in the game late. I think he came in the game when he was like 16, 17, if I'm not mistaken. He got into basketball. So, like, he's still learning all that stuff, which is fine. Like, kudos to him for learning all that and being a great in the NBA, right? But his injuries are holding him back. And his growing pains are holding him back. And then it's just like, all right, so we got talent right there, but the talent still got to grow. Then they go to grab Ben Simmons. And it was like, all right, now we rolling. We got two good players. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care what nobody say. Ben Simmons came in. I was a BI guy. I was a Brandon Ingram guy. But Ben Simmons came in cooking. The Ben Simmons, if we would have kept Ben Simmons like the way he came into the league, we would have just kept him just that way, we would be a great team right now anyway. He got better. He went to get better. And unfortunately, the shooting became too much of a thing to where it honestly felt like with that Ben Simmons vibe, it felt like the shooting thing got so big, like it wasn't a big deal because that was never a part of his game. Like he showed a little bit in the summer league where it was just like, yeah, I'm pulling this midi, all this other stuff, I'm pulling this midi, all this other stuff. But then it got to the point where he wasn't shooting enough, I guess, for people. Like, they're like, dang, Joel can't drop 40 every night. Ben, give us like a couple more layups. And then that turned into like, why he ain't shooting the ball? Like, he don't want to score. Like, dang, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, he never was that. But it pushed so much. Like, and I'm going to tell you why it pushed. Because as a Sixer fan, bro, if Joel is giving me 35 and we lose by 2, and I look over, and even if it's not your style of play, you're 6'10", they're backing off of you. You got little guards guarding you. Like, come on, bro. Like I feel you're not a shoot first guy. Of course you're not a shoot first guy. Bron's not a shoot first guy. 40. Not everybody can be Bron, but I'm saying you 6'10" playing point guard. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I think it's fair for everybody in Philly to be like, bro, can you give us 6 more? We lost by 2. Joel gave us 35. Give us 6 more on that, John. You know what I'm saying? Go get that 6. I think that's fair to say. But to his defense, it was never his game. So, like, I feel like that thing came too much where everybody was like, Ben, please give us that 6. It came too much to the point where Ben was like, listen, man, I can shoot it. I'm showing y'all in Summer League. I can shoot it. But I'm not about to shoot just because y'all telling me to shoot. But in reality, he probably should have shot because we was telling him to shoot. Keep it a bean. Keep it a bean. He probably should have shot because we was telling him to shoot. But there's not even on something, just because we telling you to do it. It's like, no, nigga, we all see that we need that. Like, so I think that's where he got nutty at. But he could have grew from that. The problem that happened there, I think, was when Joel and Doc turned on him in public. After he draw and like bitched out on that layup on Trae Young, he bitched out on the layup on Trae Young. He bitched out on it. So after he draw the bitched out on it, we all know he bitched out on the shot. We all saw what happened. What we should not have seen is his main teammate, Joel Embiid, and his head coach go into press conferences after that and say, I don't know if we can remember Ben Simmons. I don't know if we can do that. If he's if he's dealing with something mentally anyway, leading up to that point, he's cooking. He's cooking. Like, you can wish he did a little bit more, but he's still cooking. He's still top defensive bull on the team. He's still top playmaking bull on the team. He's that good. He's that good to make. I think he was what? I don't think he was 2-time All-Star. He at least was an All-Star without a jump shot. He still made the All-Star team with not having a jump shot. He's that good. So, like, if he's dealing with something that forced him to not take that layup, That's something you could deal with in an off. Like, bro, that one loss, we would have been cool off that. We would have been cool off that. What we wasn't cool with is losing to Toronto the year before. But we would have been cool off that one little layup. I ain't gonna lie to you. We would have been cool off that. We would have been like, oh, he's nutty for not making that jump. All right, next year, let's get busy. Let's get busy. Get a shooter for him. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of comeback for that. It's not a lot of comeback for, oh, I don't know if I can win with that man. My starting point guard. Joel Embiid. Yeah, I mean, I did everything I could. Like, I don't know what he was. Basically, I don't know what he was on. Threw him under the bus. Like, I cannot stress this enough to where I'm like, bro, I get it. He bitched out on a layup. But for them to throw him under the bus and to not see the bigger picture of we're getting rid of an all-star and Ben Simmons is beyond me. So further, to get past that point, I'm talking about the talent, the lack of talent that Philadelphia has always had, because you can only skip to a couple players out of all these years and all these teams that we had. So we got Joel Embiid, we got Ben Simmons, boom. Then they go up to get Markelle Fultz, another talented guy who we thought was about to hoop and go crazy. Apparently he got injured, messed up his shoulder. He's a meme for the rest of his life now. Everybody knows Markelle Fultz. Shot type John. You know, we don't know what happened to him. He wasn't the same guy. Then you go from Markelle, we get Tyrese Maxey, a baller, a hooper. By the way, through all this time, we picked up Jimmy Butler, we got JJ Redick, we had what's my man's? Tobias Harris came through. Another hooper who came here, did not hoop, left here to go hoop again in Detroit, by the way. Anyway, this is the talent we had coming around now. I don't know if niggas got spoiled with it or what, but I remember those days getting on the school bus, listening to Sixers radio on the school bus, and they like, another loss from the Sixers. Who's our top scorer? TJ. Get out of my face. I remember that. I lived through that. So, like, move forward to today. Be back void of talent outside of, my man, Matisse Thybulle. Heavy defensive bull. Oh, whatever. So, hoop to today, bro. I don't know if things got spoiled or whatever, but, like, we landed James Harden not too long ago. Didn't work out. And now we see because how he playing in LA, it was a Doc reason. Now we got Paul George, another talent. We never had this much talent in so close to years, bro. We never had this, bro. And I'm just like, I don't understand how people are so quick to throw people aside. Because I'm getting to Paul George. Niggas talking about Paul George in Philly like they ready to just let him, you know what I'm saying? Just ship him off somewhere. Get rid of him. What, that's his PG. I get he 30. What, he 33? 33? He 33, bro. He got a solid 4 years. His game is not predicated on his athleticism anymore. When he was with the Pacers, before he broke his leg, Paul George was getting busy. Come on, he was getting busy. Jamming on people. Jamming on Brian. You know what I'm saying? He was getting busy like that. Ever since his leg incident, he just has the smoothest game we've ever seen. He's 33 with the smoothest game we ever seen, bro. What is niggas talking about? Oh, yeah, just get rid of Paul George. You're on crack, bro. You're on crack. We need to do whatever we can to keep Paul George happy in Philadelphia. Happy in Philadelphia. He had a bad year. Okay, yeah. The team that we had wasn't what we thought we was gonna have right now either. Nobody was really healthy. Jared McCain got injured. I think he was the first to get injured, if I'm not mistaken. But Maxey, PG, and Embiid was not on the floor healthy together the entire season, basically. Run that shit back. If anything, get another big. I don't know why hell we didn't reach out to the Dwight Howard or Boogie. Get another big. Get another point guard, real point guard. Run that shit back. I don't know how arrogant people getting crazy talking about no, get rid of Paul George. Y'all lost your damn mind. Y'all don't remember the times. Y'all don't remember the times. I remember them cool nights. Jerd. I remember them cool nights, boss. Let me see. Nah, bro. That's sad. I don't get it. Niggas done lost their mind. Um, Lord. That's crazy. Nah, bro, but yeah, niggas done lost they biscuit, bro. Niggas done lost they biscuit. I don't get it. I don't get how they can be that arrogant talking about it. Like, keep Paul George, bro. If anybody got to get rid of, it's the big fella, unfortunately. It's the big fella, unfortunately. Now, unless we get somebody like Giannis, you can get rid of Paul George and Joel Embiid, and just pray that they don't get healthy. Like right now, I feel like PG come back healthy. PG come back healthy. He's not gonna have another season like that. Paul George is not gonna have another season like that. If you think he is, you tripping. Like niggas talking about his age, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. He's 33, bro. He's 33, bro. Man can still hoop. Man can still hoop. Niggas is tripping. Niggas is tripping. You know what I'm saying? Man can still hoop. But you know, niggas don't know ball, bro. That's why I be like that. That's why I be like that, man. Niggas don't be knowing ball. All right, I don't think we're trying to get on. Let me get to these Tibigs. These Tibigs. I only had 2. Oh my god! So me and Satira have been watching this show called Love on a Spectrum, which is like, it's so eerie to watch at certain points, but at the same time, it's like, I'm getting into my little husband bag right now. At the same time, it's like, hold on, I don't think y'all can hear this because it's on my phone, but it's eerie to watch, but at the same time, it's very like, it's not, common is the wrong word. It's very like, it gives me a feeling of, it's damn near like bird watching, I want to say. I've never been bird watching. I assume you have a feeling of like, gratitude, for lack of a better word, just for like how the world works. Like that's how it feels watching the show. It feels like I'm just watching the simplest world all time, and I mean that with very good intention. I don't mean like slow simple. I mean like nothing's there's no bad influence on it. It's just very honest and simple, bro. It's crazy. At first, niggas is trash because niggas gonna be laughing at them, but like after you get your laughs out, your yucks. Well, you gonna get your yucks in it every time. I ain't gonna lie to you. Me and Satira watch that show, or Satira be watching that show, I guess, all the time. But like I'll catch her, and then I fold in every time. I'm watching the rest of that show with her. I fold up every time. The rest of that show is being watched, man. But no, man. So like we basically watch them Johns, and like it's weird. So like they have these guys and girls who's on like the spectrum, and it's a dating show, and basically they just be going out with each other and trying to figure out what's the what. But like I still low key am very ignorant in what autism is. Because it's very, from my understanding, from what people tell me, and I'm not talking about it too much because I'm very ignorant on it, so I really don't know. But it's just like, there's different ways people think, or learn, or operate, if I'm not mistaken. But that's my understanding of it, man. So like, Because nobody's the same. Like, nobody is that has is the same. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, my joint is this. It's like a type or whatever. I feel like everybody got their own little quirks. Like, this one girl was like, her vibe was just she was heavily involved in trains, like riding the subway, like legit trains. Like, I think she had like a little squad or whatever. They'll take a full Saturday just riding on trains. That was her vibe. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, she seemed normal as hell to me. She just really loved trains. To the point where she was talking to her friends, she was like, "Yeah, I got a date or whatever. I hope they like the trains." And her friends was like, her friends seemed extremely normal, which was crazy. They seemed just like nerdy, but they were just like, yeah, you just gotta make sure like you don't talk about trains too much. And she was like, "Yeah, my mom was telling me that it's a deal breaker though if they don't like trains. If they don't let me at least ride the subway." And I'm like, dang, she's really in love with these trains. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So like, the show is crazy like that. But back to what I was saying, as far as like giving me that feeling of like I understand the world, like this is a simple life. It's you could see it's crazy, bro. Like it's crazy. I feel like this show itself, this show alone, can nullify a lot of relationship issues for people because it breaks down like, and all honesty, it breaks down what I believe like relationships should be made of. Like they be like, dang, or how it simplifies dating for me. Let me say that it simplifies the dating game. Like if you're someone who's like, dang, I don't know what a talking stage is. I don't know what a dating game is or dating life is. I don't know if are we talking, are we dating, are we like whatever? What is this? How should it go? This show simplifies it to what my man say, shrink it down to its finest points. It does that. It does that to where it's like, dang, these two people they linked up on whatever they swipe right. Now it's date time. They get to the date and it's just that, it's a date. It's just like it damn, unfortunately I gotta say it damn near feels like a play date to where you just show up, hey man, I'm just here to have fun, and the whole time y'all just talking and yapping it up, you know. Unfortunately on the show, this is where a lot of their spectrum is sticks out at, unfortunately, because like I would say if not majority, at least half are on the spectrum socially. You know, it's a social thing for most of them. Like one dude, I think he was like just oversensitive to a lot of things, like a sensory. And I'm not trying to be stupid or nothing like that. Seriously, I just don't know the correct terms for these things. But like he was just getting what's it called, overwhelmed, like overstimulated. That's what it is. Ooh, it is. He was getting overstimulated, so he was just like laying on the table trying to like stem. I learned that from Satir, by the way. He was like trying to stem, like just laying on the table. He had his little headphones on, like I got right now. And his date, she was like, I don't think she was as deep in the spectrum as he was. So whoever the matchmaker on these Jones, they got to do a better job with that. But like, she was just like really freaked out. Like, are you okay? Like, dang, should we go outside or something like that? Or, and Bull was just like, yeah, I think that's best. Then he plugged the headphones in while they was talking because he was like, the outside noise is killing me. So like, you know, it's a spectrum for sure. But you know, like even in that though, the date itself was just what it was. Like it was just like, yeah, I'm picking up a lot of stuff like I don't like, blah blah. Nobody was being mean about it. Nobody was trash. Nobody got ghosted. There's one boy in there in particular that was like super nice. He's probably my favorite boy on the show. Boy named Steve. Favorite boy on the show. Boy's like super nice. Like over the top nice. Like I don't even know if he really on the spectrum. I think he's just nice and people don't really know how to like deal with that because like he's he went on this one date. Just to point out, he went on this one date, and his date pulled up, and automatically you can tell Steve does not like his date, either from looks or whatever. He's just not attracted to his date. So like you can tell that on his face. And when I say he's over nice, he talks like, oh, if you say something he doesn't like, he'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Like he's that he's that guy, right? Solid bull. So they go on a date. He goes, "Oh, nice to meet you." Blah blah blah. He's conversating. He immediately brushes past like, "Oh, I don't like this lady." Let me get through this day. He doesn't do anything. He sees her. You see it on his face for a little bit, but then he goes, "Oh, nice name." Blah blah blah. That is a great name. Oh, these ducks right here. Blah blah. Shall we do this? I think they went on like a ferry or whatever. Shall we go to the docks? Oh, let's have a good time. Blah blah. Just all in. So like me and Satira looking at each other like, yeah, Steve is not feeling his lady at all. They get done their date and they get done their date. By the way, she was not good. She was not like easy to read. Like we knew Steve didn't like her, but we did not know if she liked Steve or nothing like that. She was like very monotone about it. Very like I don't even know what the fuck to call it. She was just not present emotionally, like reading wise. So like anyway, they get to the end of the date and Steve was just going on about something, like he was just making conversation. And she cuts in, she was like, "Yeah, man, I had a really great time. Hopefully we can do this again sometime." And Steve this is exactly how Steve responded. He goes, "Oh, yeah, I had a really great time. And I've been out here all this time, blah, 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 blah." He just started rambling. He don't even acknowledge that she said we should do this again. Rambling. So then he just smiling, he whatever. And he looks off into the distance. And I mean, he looks off into the distance. And me and Tara looking at each other like, you're not gonna respond to what she said. So then one of the cameramen in the back, he was just like, I think she asked you out on another date." And I'm like, oh my god. It was so awkward, bro. It was so awkward. And Steve's like, he's bull yelled that out. Steve was just over there like, oh, like he didn't know. Like he acted like he did not hear it. So he's just like, oh, did you say what? So then I think she asked him again. Or the cameraman just repeated it, so whatever the case was. So they asked him again, and Steve goes like, "Oh, you know, you have a very good way of like asking things. You ask the greatest things, to, like just prolonging, like, dang, I don't want to say no." He's prolonging it. I don't want to say no. When I say, me and Tara cried laughing, bro. Cried laughing. Because that, again, no one on the show, which is crazy. I don't think just because you got autism, like you just a nice person. They have all been so nice. It's even in defeat, even in I don't like you, go home. Even in that, they're like the nicest on this show. So like Steve is just like, he's prolonging like, you have a great way of asking things, and you ask such good things. And then he finally goes like, Can I think about that for a second and get back to you?" No more rejections in his life, bro. Just let him know you're gonna think about it. I mean, dude, Steve on it. He's like, "Can I think about that and get back to you?" Yeah. She was like, "Yeah, you can get back to me." I think she already knew what it was. So she didn't seem too hurt about it though. Like I said, you couldn't really read it the whole date. But that was hilarious to me. It was one joint that was not funny. Not funny at all. And it was like, again, not being, she wasn't being mean. There was this one dude that went on a date, and he's very like, I don't know how he was on the date, but everywhere else I saw him, he's a very anxious person. Like, we all know nerdy people from school. Imagine a nerdy dude from school that's like like he takes a deep breath and he says everything in that deep breath. Like, take a deep breath. Um, yeah, I collect pictures or whatever cases. I watch One Piece and I get them all on the wall, and I got everything on the wall, and like that. That's how he rambles, right? And that's his normal though. I don't think he's freaking out or anything like that. That's just his normal speaking voice, which is like, it could doing that right there just put me on edge. Like that could put you on edge. If anybody just start rambling to you and they spamming and rambling and they venting. Imagine somebody venting to you about their like boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, and they got a lot to say. Like they got a lot to unpack after a year of not seeing them or whatever the case is. That's kind of how a boy will talk to you. So he went on this one date with this girl, and she kind of was a Steve too, but she was like I feel like Steve is very aware of people's emotions and like not hurting people's feelings and things like that. I don't think this girl had that. I think this girl, unfortunately, her whatever her vibe was like, I don't think she could read social cues too well. So imagine the dude that I was just talking about. He went on a date with her. She can't read social cues. So like, and this was the one time I heard him not speak that way. Mind you, the way I just told you he spoke was very like rushed and very. I gotta get it out before I lose breath. Very. Oh, let me say this to you, like zombies is chasing me or something like that. That's how he speaks normally. This was the only time when I see him not speak that way, mainly because it's legit like he was legit just on some like, hey, he was speaking a little bit like that, but he was like, hey, I really had a good time with you. Maybe we could do this again sometimes or whatever cases. And she's like, yeah, I really like that. Just as friends though, with a smile on her face. She said it. Just as friends though, I really like that, but only as friends. Grinning ear to ear, smiling like my man's. You could like the clips they showed us, and I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm hurt because like me and Satira watched their date for a solid half hour at least. The clips they showed us of the date, they was having the ball. They went to like this medieval camp or whatever the case is. They watched like I forget what it's called. Was it jousting event? They watched that. They watched somebody get their head chopped off fake. They watched like all this other stuff. Like they was in Game of Thrones for real. It was a Game of Thrones for real. They had their date there. It was fire. The clips that we saw, they was like laughing, feeding each other chicken. It's fake. The show's fake. He didn't really cut his head off. It was cracking jokes. Boy was cracking jokes. He had a sword. It was real, bro. It was real. They had a fire date to where I was like, oh, they hit it off. And she did the Just as Friends. Mind you, he was just talking like, I know, maybe we should go on another date. Like this was really fun. She said, just as friends though. Smiling ear to ear. Just as friends. We go on another date, but just as friends. So then they just stood there in silence, and he was just like, oh, okay, I'm not really sure what to do. He said that out his mouth. Hey, you gotta give me some time because I'm like, I feel empathy for this brother because we know his background, we know his struggle, we know his vibe. To change his speech pattern, he had to been heartbroken. He was heartbroken. To change his speech pattern, he was devastated. Devastated. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, I'm not really sure what to do. He was just sitting there holding the sword. I'm not really sure what to do. And she was just like, while he's breaking down right there, like freaking out almost about to have panic attack. She goes, I think I should go now, with a smile, and walked off. I almost sent Cetera to go beat her up. I almost sent her to go beat her up for Kai. As a man, I felt that heartbreak. And men know, like, ladies always be like, oh yeah, we emotionally in tune with our emotions. We get busy. We know how to heal our emotions and blah 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 blah. Niggas go through that. Niggas go through that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of men that got their heart crushed. We all got our heart crushed in school. It's a lot of men that never recovered. Us men that do recover, we know that we still got that hurt inside. We still know the feeling. There's a lot of men that don't recover from that. She could have just turned that boy into nothing but porn. Porn and mush. Treat women like nothing but sexual beings. Looking at titties and ass for the rest of his life. Not loving the woman, but loving the titties and ass. Every man knows that pain. You had a great time. Let me map it out for you. You had a great date, a great time. We had our yucks, we had our laughs. We had our kumbaya moment, our come to Jesus moment where you was me and I was you. We was vibing. We was having a great old time. You loved everything. You laughed at every joke I said tonight. Every joke I said landed, stuck the landing. You laughed at him. You cried over that laughter. I saw you. You cried over it. You almost went to bed over the laughter. I saw you cry and went to bed. I saw you. You spilled your chicken on it. You dropped your chicken on the last couple songs because you was laughing so. You dropped your chicken. I picked it up for you. I took away that. She needs another piece of chicken. She dropped it because I cracked the joke. It was so funny. I cracked the joke. It was funny. She needs another piece of chicken because I cracked the joke. It was so funny. Bring me one too. It was tasty and I liked it. I was going to ask her for hers, but she dropped it because I was being so funny. Now I need hers and I need another one of mine so I can ask her for hers again after I have another one of mine because it was tasty. But she dropped it because it was so funny. You know what I'm saying? So you went through all that laughter and goodness. She still got a smile on her face. Then you go, dang, we should do this again. I'm having a swell of a time. My emotions, I can't hold them in check. Having a great time tonight. How about you? You having a great time tonight? And she give you, yeah, but only as friends. Only as friends. You ain't gonna never have this time again. Never. Because I'll be real with you. The only as friends after you had a great date, I don't even want it. That means you played in my face for an hour straight. You played in my face. You guys see me. Get your brothers. Your brother can see me. Your father even. Your cousins can see me. You played in my face. Now you want to be friends to play in my face even more. If we friends, I better get a booty pic at the end of this night. Since you want to play in my face. We better be that type of friends. You want to play like that? You ain't make the girlfriend list. You just booty cheeks list. You just the list of the booty cheeks I need to see a picture of every now and again. You ain't the girlfriend type. That's why we friends. We friends with Benz. We friends with Benz. That's the only friend I'm accepting right now after this wonderful date I just went on. That's the only friendship I'm accepting right now. Friends with Benz. Cause that's heartbreak, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. But everybody got to go through it, which is crazy. I wonder what's worse. Cause there's some people that don't go through it at all. There's some people that never have that that opportunity, which is crazy. I don't know. I guess that's worse. Not having like the opportunity to get your heart broken. That's the pain. You know what's crazy? Now that I'm thinking about it, I almost feel like you should have to go through that because that's like I'm not one of the people that's just like, oh, pain is good, pain is love. No, but man, that's a feeling like you can't. There's a beauty in that pain. If you catch my drift, I'm not trying to be all like whatever, but if you catch my drift, there's a beauty in that pain. There's a beauty in getting your heart broken and then going, oh, you know what? There's more out there. This life is gonna be life, and sew me up, Jesus. Please sew it up. Please. I remember I got my heart broken. I felt like my heart fell out my ass cheeks on the call. It was over the phone too. It was a hard, it was a hard jump. It was a hard jump. Ain't no beef. I mean, and Shorty cool to this day. It was a hard jump, hard loss. Well, not cool. Like it ain't like he hanging out nothing. But like, you ain't got no beef. If I saw it would be nothing crazy. But still, yeah. Felt like it is the worst. I know Doc cried when he got his heart broken. I remember my mom told me. My mom told your business, Doc. All off the wall. Yes, she did. She did. She did. She and my family, I know all your business. Just know that. Nah, actually, I don't. I don't be knowing nothing for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't be knowing nothing. My family be doing me so dirty, bro. Well, I don't know if they do it anymore. They don't be having stuff no more. But like around that time, when I was between me being like 22, 25, you couldn't tell. I couldn't tell you about no family events. They wouldn't let me know till the day of. Oh, hey, you still coming down? We in North Carolina. We remember we going to the graduation today. It's 8:00, boss. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas wouldn't tell me nothing. I know about the Shacey stuff sometimes, though. But, nah. I really don't be knowing nothing. That's crazy. That's crazy. Nah, man. I feel like I've been running for a little bit. And it didn't even get stupid. Yeah, I cannot wait for our vacations this year. Yo, man, I can't wait. No, I ain't gonna do that. I can't wait for our vacations this year though. We're going to Jamaica and then, where are we going? Jamaica? No, we're going to Florida and then Jamaica. When we go to Florida, we going to Disney. I've been seeing a lot of stuff recently too, like on Instagram and stuff like that. Like grown people at Disney. I got a daughter first of all. Yeah, she ain't gonna remember none of it. So I may take in a couple things of myself. But then we going to Disney. Shut up. I don't know why I've been seeing that stuff though. Your phones really do be listening to you. Heavy. I've been seeing a lot of like, oh, grown people at Disney. Oh, how Mickey Mouse be inside the costume when a grown person run up to him. Boy, just be sweating like, leave me alone. Nah, shut up. Should take this in first of all. I'm at Disney. I want to see Mickey Mouse. You better smile too. Better give me some chocolate if you got it. You know what I mean? Better give me some chocolate if you got it. They better. I'm expecting a big ass Mickey Mouse chocolate bar when I get there. They gotta have it because I don't know if y'all remember. I remember those Jones. That was like it was like a chocolate ball. If you twist it, it had candy inside or anything like that. I remember them Jones. I feel like it was a Disney thing. So whenever I go to Disney World in life, I expect to see that chocolate ball. I expect to see it, gang. I didn't really have too many topics. I was supposed to have Britannia on, but like I don't know if she fell asleep or what. Matter of fact, she be ducking. I'm calling her out. You're ducking. Actually, it was low key my fault. Like I said, that microphone stuff was really it really threw me for a loop. I still don't know what's going on. I still don't know what I did to be able to get. Maybe was on here earlier, just trying to get the mic right with me. But I still don't know what I did to like make it work. I just stripped everything down and like started it from scratch. So you know. This is 12 minutes. Yeah, we can delete this, John. And I'm recording this one, so the audio should be out tonight as well. But I'll cut it off here, man, because we ain't got nothing else going on for us. And it gets super late, like, super late. But anyway, thanks for listening to another episode of the EDC Podcast, bro. We are on every podcast platform. Live and video, we are on YouTube only. Live and video, YouTube only. I might start going on Twitch, too, when I do this show on live. But audio, like I said, is going to be any podcast platform we can get on. So, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all looking out for me. I'm cutting this joint off.